good as our forecast. So at noon, Dana, you were giving us a heads up that the wind would be picking up this afternoon, and I saw a number of flags out straight today.
We saw the flags, we saw the snow squalls associated with the wind earlier. We earlier were talking about how at Sunday River a bunch of the lifts have been on hold or closed down because of the wind. Yeah, that's kind of been a big factor today. So it made it feel a little bit colder, even though it was actually significantly warmer than it was. I think we're finally at the point, or at least I noticed, where the sun actually starts to feel warm again, which is my favorite. Spring is my favorite season, so I am very excited for that. But our current temperatures, upper 20s to low 30s, and this is a bit warmer than we were yesterday, about 10 to 15 degrees. So, however, it was also very windy. These are some of our highest wind gusts that we've seen so far today. Gusted to 40 in Rangeley, gusted to 33 in Freiburg, gusted to 47 in Concord, New Hampshire. So it has been extremely windy throughout the day. We also saw some snow squalls. Most of those were earlier, kind of between Bangor and Portland along the I-95 corridor a couple of hours ago. We still did have a couple of scattered snow showers as we got into the second half of the day, but nothing like the snow squalls that we saw earlier. Overnight tonight, we will see mostly clear skies, and the rest of those snow showers will kind of fade out of our area. So that means our temperatures will drop down into the low teens and single digits in some spots. But it also means that tomorrow we start out with plenty of sunshine. It isn't going to last, though, because the second half of the day, Saturday, we start to increase that cloud cover, and that will be ahead of our next storm to talk about, kind of on the conveyor belt of systems that's going to keep coming up in the next 2 weeks. So between about 10 p.m. and midnight, that's when we'll start to see the snow begin to move in Saturday night into areas of New Hampshire and western Maine, and that will overspread most of the state Saturday night into early Sunday morning. And just like the system we saw yesterday, this one is another one that's very fast. Already by about 9 to 10 a.m., starting to see the snowfall begin to break up, and then by about midday, most if not all of the snow will be out of our area. But it also will be a fairly efficient storm, so we're already going to see kind of that accumulating snow go pretty quickly. Overall, we're looking at about 4 to 8 inches in areas of southern and western Maine. That's kind of this area in that darker blue color here. In general, the more north and east you go, the less overall snowfall you'll get. A band of about 2 to 4 inches near the Bangor area, and then into areas of down east Maine. And up in far northern Maine and the county, looking at about a dusting to 2 inches of snow in total. We do have a very active pattern coming up, so I wanted to show you kind of what the European model looks like as we get into next week. Keep in mind here that the location, kind of the position of these systems, as well as the precipitation type, isn't set in stone yet, but I want to give you an idea of kind of what we're looking at here. So we're watching the possibility of a system here that would be Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and then another one on Thursday, and then another one for next weekend. So it is a very good week to be weather aware and kind of keep up with us, because we are going to be talking about a lot of different systems as you go into the weekend and throughout the entirety of next week. Marine forecast sees 2 to 4 feet gale warning in effect until tonight at 7. So in terms of our 7-day forecast, we'll be watching that snowstorm coming in for the weekend. I think in terms of Super Bowl parties, Brian and Amanda, I think we'll be in pretty good shape because that snow will be cleared out by about midday. I think that gives you a couple of hours to clear it away before the parties start.
Yeah, that's good news for anybody headed out or
so
hosting.
I think if you're kind of on the fence, that the system the way it is now looks good for those.
All right, Dana, thank you.